Hey ladies and gentlemen, what's up? This is Papa Bale. Welcome to the channel. We now are currently at 2.5 volts in and about 100 milliamps in. Look at how fast that thing is going for how, like, it weighs a ton. It's awesome. This is awesome. Get a tachometer reading real quick. And then we're going to look at the scope reading. So it's about 200 RPMs right now at 2.5. And this is the reading we're getting on the oscilloscope. I like to call it the funnel verification. It's what's going on is I'm taking readings from this big coil right here, but I'm pretty sure the reading signature is coming from this coil as the power switches on and off. This is the residual. That is going really fast for 2.5 volts. I'm happy with that, man. That's thrilling me. But since we've done the amp funnel thing, we're gonna pick a strand basically, and we're gonna make 4 filer coils of that strand, and we'll make a number of turns that make sense. We'll make 2 of those. I want to say 26. But it might end up being 24. Right in between 22 and 26. That might be where we want to be. And I'm thinking at least 500 turns. But yeah, that's a project for the future. I think this is awesome. What we have here is 2 4-filer coils. They each have a core. They're each made out of 4 different gauge wire. So we got 22, 26, 30, and 32. They're currently being run in parallel, so each strand has its own transistor, basically. And that's why we're getting that reading on the oscilloscope, I think. Now this, I 3D printed this core. It's just a tube that I put iron filings in. Filled it all the way up. The iron filings. It's not the best core in the world, but the other one's the same. Wow, so happy. 200 RPMs out of 2.5 DC volts with 100 milliamps. Now let's change this back. And we're getting about 43 AC volts out of it. It's freaking amazing. Now, somewhere in there, about 90% of the energy is lost. And that's just before, and when it gets to the you know, like somewhere in there, so much energy is lost, and you continue to lose it. So there's no way. Even the energy that you generate is not its potential. It's not. Um, what am I getting at? There's no way that this thing will spin perpetually. There is not a chance that that'll happen. And if it did happen, I didn't see it. So, but as for like being able to get more voltage out of it than you put in, you can always do that. But then you're going to be getting less amps out, more than likely. So it's like wattage in, or power in, equals power out. Or it should. But even getting there is like really, really hard to do. It's because of loss. Loss happens everywhere, all the time. That would be the data that I would like to see. You know, like how much loss actually occurs from this red wire to the green wire to the power distribution. Just right there. How much loss do we have? That would be a good number to know. For me, you know, that would be good information for me because that'll let me know that what I'm about to try and do, which I'm not, of course, trying to do, is for, you know, I know this isn't going to, you know, loss is real. But I think it can go even faster than this at 2.5 with a uniformed multi-filer coil instead of the amp funnel style. So every wire would be the same gauge instead of every wire being a different gauge, right? Because, I mean, if we keep the impact uniform, I think it'll have tremendous impact. And I think that's what everybody already does already, if they're doing more than one. Come on, more than one strand in the coil. Very good. So I'm going to analyze how much 26 gauge I have. Anyway, that is a perfect example of how awesome this system is. 2.5 volts. About a quarter of a watt of energy. And this is what we're getting out of it. And that, of course, can be it's a lot less power than it looks like. You know what I mean? It's not, if you stack the amps to this and do a multiplication, you know, it's nothing really. But it is what it is. You can't deny that. That's 45 volts of AC electricity coming out of there. But we are putting in less than 100 milliamps for the most part. So, like if it's a quarter watt, yeah, I don't know. It'll have to be like a lot less, like a quarter, quarter of 100 milliamps or something like that. Like no, I would say no amps because there's nothing that'll even like move. Literally, with that much amps, won't register. All right, see, it's already not registering on that. So I mean, you know, it's really low. value of amps. Yeah, but I'm kind of excited now, and I think I'm going to let you go. But yeah, I'm going to look at how much 26 I got stacked up, and we're going to see if we can't make a multi-filer 26 gauge coil that we will hook up like anywhere from 4 to 8 transistors to. And then we'll put one 32 gauge strand in there to trigger it. Awesome. All right. Well, bye now. Thank you very much.